our Prime Minister, that we care for Julian Assange and that we care for free speech. We want to involve the community. We are all members of this community, and we are concerned about Julian Assange as much as so many international organizations of journalists, doctors, academics, members of parliament from around the world, former presidents and prime ministers, and so many human rights organizations. So our Prime Minister said enough is enough. He also said that there's no purpose served by keeping Assange in prison, and we want to remind him of those very wise words.
Yes.
We agree with his words. Enough is enough, no purpose served. Julian Assange has been awarded over 25 international awards and prizes for excellence in journalism. He did what every citizen is required to do. If you are aware of a crime being committed, you must speak out. And that's exactly what Julian did. He spoke out because crimes were being committed against entire nations by the US. Crimes that are so horrendous as the killing of children, of journalists, and simply as a game for Americans and so forth, and to also cover up their corrupt behavior. He was a good citizen. He published this information that had been provided to him, and as a result, because he's seen as the weaker link, he's being penalized by process. We know that his life has been destroyed forever. The life of his kids, the life of his wife, his parents, and so forth. He's been deprived of hugging his family, of enjoying all the normal things human beings do, good citizens do. And so Julian Assange is a good citizen, and we just want to remind our Prime Minister that when you say enough is enough, that must be followed by action. You can't just simply say enough is enough and turn your back on someone, particularly when, as Australian citizens, we are entitled to diplomatic protection. Not just simply consular assistance, diplomatic protection. That means active, forceful diplomatic intervenence by our Prime Minister and his senior cabinet members, saying to Biden and to whoever needs to make these decisions, free Assange. Australia has been embarrassed enough. The US has been embarrassed enough because everyone thinks poorly of them on this decision. We need something to be done now because one of our own is slowly dying in a prison, in a high security prison in Belmarsh. And that's why we're here. It's a day of mourning for us because we only have one more week before Julian Assange must be extradited to the US unless the courts in the UK accept the claims that are being presented by his lawyers. If they are not accepted, he will be extradited. We need, as Australians, to feel that we are protected by our government, that we will be safe if we are good citizens and something happens to us. So that's why we are here. We're in black because it is a horrible day for us. It is a bad day for his family, for Julian Assange's family as well. We are here for that, to remind our Prime Minister that he better get on with the job of securing Julian Assange's release. No more empty words. No more big phrases and turning around and doing nothing. No more permitting some of his cabinet members to say this is just a court matter. This is not a legal court matter. This is a diplomatic issue relating to a political prisoner. Julian Assange is a political prisoner. He has been tortured and we want him free. Enough is enough, Mr. Albanese.
My partner this morning suggested get on to the make Julian Assange Australian of the Year. You can do this online, you can just do it. I was hoping to get to the post office, Marrickville post office, and get some forms.
We're here today all wearing black because we're worried about the life of an Australian citizen, an Australian Walkley award-winning journalist. We don't want to lose this man since the extradition was signed off by Priti Patel. He's been stripped naked. He's been put into a cell, an empty cell with nothing in there. But they continue to torture this man. When he went to his court case, he was woken up through the night about 4 or 5 times, moved to different cells so he couldn't get a decent night's sleep. The police over in Britain, they strip searched him a number of times and he was handcuffed 11 times while he was at the extradition trial.
He's here.
The US said no.
Hello, Mr.
Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Albanese.
Mr. Albanese.
Free
Help!
Free Julian Assange!
Help!
Free Julian Assange!
Help!
Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange!
Help!
Free Julian Assange!
Help!
Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange!
There's only one decision.
No extradition!
There's only one decision.
No extradition!
Free.
Julian Assange!
Free.
Julian Assange!
So we know that the United States government will not give up their citizens. And I expect the Australian government to protect our citizens.
Yeah.
He needs our help. So he'll be facing lynch law in a kangaroo court
Right.
where he has no chance. And we will not hear of what happens to him in that court.
Right.
It'll all be behind closed doors.
Mr. Albanese, we are calling on you. You are an Australian. We need you to help our fellow Australians. We don't want people who actually speak the truth to be incarcerated, together with all the terrible criminals in Belmarsh prison. And heaven forbid, taken to America and be in prison for 175 years.
Albanese. A friend, an old friend of mine.
Sorry, we have to temporarily close the office.
But he's here, yeah?
Just at the moment, yeah.
Yeah. Would you ask him to come and address the crowd? Just to address the crowd.
I can ask, I don't know, he's here for appointments.
I understand.
Okay, that is an offer. Yeah.
Go down here.
Sure, I'll
Thank
pass
you.
on the request.
Thank you so much.
From where we are now, and we have formally invited him to address us. We are told that he's too busy at the moment, but we have extended that invitation. We are his community, and we would love him to come out and just say a few words to us and about what he's been doing to secure Julian Assange's freedom. So let's hope we'll stick around for a little while, Prime Minister, just in the hope you come and join
We'll
us.
wait all afternoon.
In the meantime,
People of Marrickville, you've made a good decision in voting for Mr. Albanese. And although we're here to support Assange, we're also here to support not only Albanese, but any member of Parliament or any person of importance in our society who will stand up against the American request for one of our citizens.
Free Julian Assange!
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 Free Julian
Assange.
Free Julian Assange.
Albanese, get on the phone! Albanese, get on the phone! Albanese, get on the phone!